So thank you all very much for joining in, and I'm delighted to be part to be hosting you tonight. I'm delighted to be doing this session with you and for you, and also to be learning not just from myself, because when you do you learn, but also I'll be learning, and all of us will be learning from my co-host tonight, who is none other than Copelo Masilo, who is an engineer but also building the business right now, building the business full time all the way from South Africa. And just in about a few days, we were together in Dominican Republic having an amazing time. And then we went to Brazil together with her husband. It was an amazing, amazing time. That is when I was able to actually connect so much more. I knew her. We have worked together, attended her event and all that. But, this trip had made me, or rather gave me an opportunity to be able to, get to know who really she, you understand, Copello, I mean, and she has got an amazing story. She is someone that has gone through it all in the business. She has seen it all in the business, the success, the ups and the lows and all that, the building and the rebuilding and all that. And today I'm so very excited that she said yes to be part of this session. And she is also having a lot of our team members in this meeting. And so, Copello, let's do this, my lady. We have got so much impact we can be able to do together. And so everybody, let's get to see. So what we are preparing for you tonight is not just the level up, because we are coming from Dominican, and level up is an incentive that Forever has created. So Forever has got 3 trips as a reward of what you do, right? You and your team. So one of them is level up, and the very first during the year that starts in early February. Okay, so last about 2 weeks ago, we were in Dominican Republic, and the idea is to take people, to take FBO, Forever Business Owners, to the plantations, okay, to the aloe vera plantations, and to the small, like let me say, factory that makes sure that like the aloe vera is up to being sealed, airtight sealed, to go to be to produce the products. So it was an amazing experience. And so this meeting is not just about that, but it's more of how you can be able to level up your business, okay? Regardless of where you are right now. You could be a new person in the business. You could be a supervisor right now. You could be an assistant manager, or you could be a manager that is rebuilding right now. And so whatever you are, can you please write level up? Right, level up if you're ready to level up in your business, level up in your rank, level up into incentive that Forever offers, level up in your mindset as well, because you cannot be able to succeed if your mindset is not right. Okay, so right, level up. Let me see level up if you're ready for this meeting, guys. And yeah, excited. And first and foremost, let me just say that we've just started a new month of March, and so hello March. 1 minute, yeah. So hello March. As I said, I'm excited for the month of March. And that means you've already smashed the first 2 months of the year. Guys, this year still seems too new. I mean, especially for me, for example, I've been traveling the past 2 months. I've not been, like sealed on the ground, follow-ups and all that and all that. I've been going around doing tours, especially in Tanzania and all that. And then we travel. Not like it's just, like for me, like those 2 months were actually a success, very, very much. But I'm kind of like feeling I'm starting my year in 2020, 2026 now. I'm excited for work. Guys, can you write work if you're excited for work this month of March? This month of March is the month that I know we're going to experience an overflow in our businesses. And so I know that's how we're feeling. Up until now, how are you feeling? Are you proud of what you have done for the past 2 months? Personally, I am proud. I am very, very proud. On my personal business, I'm proud. On what I've been able to do, I'm very proud. At other levels, I'm probably not very proud. So tell me, or you can answer yourself, or you can even tell us in the chat, are you proud of yourself for the past 2 months when it comes to your business, when it comes to your goals, when it comes to the resolutions that you set for yourself for the year 2026? Are you proud with the progress? Can you write proud if you are? Can you write 1 if you feel you need some work to be done? Write 1 if you feel there's work to be done, and write proud if you feel, I am making progress. I am making progress. So I can see a lot of ones coming in, proud coming in, but a lot of ones coming in. And it's good to be like, honest with yourself, and it's good to be able to sit down and analyze and say, hey, I wanted to become a manager this year, and already 2 months have passed. Probably the past 2 months I've not even created a base, for assistant manager, and I'm not an assistant manager, or I've not even leveled up to supervisor. And so all in all, let me just say that this is the beginning. You just need to realize that, yes, there's work to be done. Like, honestly, I don't want you to start panicking when you're already in August. I don't want you to start panicking when you're already in September. If you know and you're a manager, remember this meeting is for everyone. We'll be speaking to assistant supervisors, preferred customer, and everybody. We'll also be speaking to manager. If you know you're going for chairman's bonus and you know your CCs are low, you need to know your averages, guys. You need to know where are you lacking and where you need work. It is very important. You're going for manager. You need to ask yourself, how many legs am I working with? Now, this is not part of the training. Kopelo is going to take us through because she made it to manager in 3 months. And you see, making manager 3 months. I made it to manager in 4 months. She made it in 3 months, guys. That is to say, in 3 months, between March, April, and May, you can accumulate as many CCs as possible. You understand what I mean? Meaning 3 months is not just about becoming a manager, but it's about you as a manager rebuilding a manager business again in 3 months. Guys, that is the part of the training we're going to have. Now, let me just tell you what happened in Dominican Republic, okay? One is we had trainings, okay? And I had a lot of things that I took, which I'm going to share after Kopelo. But one thing that is relatable is where the president, Aidan, said, you need to have the ability to build and the courage to rebuild. Guys, this is powerful. You see why I thought this should be the first one to share with you? It's because we are in different states in the business right now. There are some of you that are just starting the business, and there are some of you that are on a momentum in the business. Some of you that actually need rebuilding. Personally, as much as I am happy with my personal non-manager business, as we call it, non-manager business without managers, I'm happy with it. But I know I could do better. I probably can do 4 times. One of my goals this year is to go on, to be one of the top 10 in the world on the open business this year. That is my goal, guys. So I know as much as I'm on 100 CCs, but I need to rebuild so that I can be able to do 4 times of that, 5 times of that. You understand? So you need to know, where are you? Are you in the building mode or are you in the rebuilding mode? Guys, in this business, I don't know how many times I can tell you I've been rebuilding. Kopelo, that's why I love her to be in this session, because she has rebuilt her business into where it is right now, into being a powerful leader that she is, but she had to rebuild. Maybe your upline, your sponsor she had to rebuild, meaning it's a situation that everybody go through that. So when the president shared that, I was like, you know what? I shouldn't be happy with where I am. Last year, we closed with 5,000. This year, goal is 7,500, and that needs a lot of rebuilding for everyone. Maybe you close with 1.5. This year, you want to level up. You need a rebuilding. Maybe you became a supervisor last month and you want to become assistant manager. You need to rebuild. So rebuilding does not mean that your business has died. No, it simply means you need to keep on doing and do more of what you're supposed to do to get you to the level that you have never been. That's rebuilding. Can you write rebuild in the chat? Are you ready to rebuild, guys? You become a manager, you want to become a Kaplan qualifier, you will need to rebuild. You will need to recruit new people. You will need to get new customers. You will need to check on new prospects. You understand? You need to find new ways on how you can reach more people. That is rebuilding. So you need to have the ability to build, but the courage to rebuild, in the sense that you will need to do what you did before over again. You will need to do it even better. And I will tell you guys, it's not easy. That's why the reward in the business is amazing. Now, let me just tell you how it was. Guys, this is us landing in Punta Cana. You can see Kopelo here. I went with my husband. She also went with her husband. And most of the pictures also, I have her in the picture because we are traveling together. But most of the picture will actually be me, and she'll come and share hers as well. Now, this was us guys landing in a whole new country. For her, it was first time. It was my second time. God, it always feels like a new experience. Now, let me tell you about Level Up. This trip is one of the exclusive trips. One is you cannot pay for yourself. Okay. Second is last year there were only about Kopelo, how many qualifiers that did Nick say? Baby, how many qualifiers did she? 148 qualifiers only in the world, guys. And some people could not make it because of visas and all that. 148 qualifiers. And so it means Last year, people that qualified or rather leveled up from 2,000 going above, because you need to at least start with 2,500 case credits or 3,000, 3,500 or 5,000, meaning you go the next level from what you did the other year. So it's one of the exclusive events, and they all say that it's their favorite, and I'll tell you why as we go ahead. But imagine when you land. This is Kopelo Masilo. This is the senior vice president of events called Nick, and this is the son of Greg, who is the owner of the company. Look, he's wearing just like any other staff, guys. He's receiving, as he will never introduce himself like, hey, I'm the son, and all that. No, he works just like everybody. Probably he works even more. You understand? It's called Drew. And imagine being in an event, or attending an event in a whole new country, and you're being received by a whole son of the owner, guys. And this is where we checked in. You are stepping in. You're stepping in a resort. And let me tell you, it was an all-inclusive resort. I hope you're excited. It's an all-inclusive resort in such a way, everything that you see in the resort is there for you to enjoy and nothing to pay for. You go to the swimming pool like here, you come here, somewhere here, there's a cocktail bar. You order whatever you want, nothing to pay for it. You go to your room, they fill in your drinks every single day and nothing to pay for it. This is welcome. This was by the reception. Welcome. Guys, look at all these snacks and drinks. And guys, it was just incredible. Now, we're sharing this for you to know that it is beautiful and we want you to be part of it. This is the room. Like imagine, and normal people like us and you to be able to be treated in a way that it's beautiful, guys. A very spacious room and expensive room. That is what Forever offers. And so if someone comes and tell you, oh, there's this company, what, guys, companies don't pay this much. They don't pay this much for incentives, most of the companies that you get to see there. And so if you're part of Forever, guys, you need to be saying, you know what, I want more for myself, because Forever can actually offer more. This is us having breakfast, me and my husband, Kopelo and her husband, this is us by the pool, like this is the life when you level up, guys. It is so different from a lot of other events that you get to experience. Guys, if this blesses you, just put some fires in there. I hope you are also saying, I want to be part of this. And I hope and pray that you're going to build your business in such a way there will be a day that you will level up, guys. And next year, the hotel is going to be the same. So if you're going to qualify for this year, then no, this way. But remember, this meeting is not just about the level up as the trip or like the 2.5. This is level up to the next level that you want to go. And then you get exclusive trainings. Okay, so this is as you don't have to, in Forever, you don't have to wear suits and all that. However that you want to wear, there's, full, it's just so nice. You're in the middle of the training. You feel like, I need coffee. You go back the back and, you save yourself some snacks and all that. Before that, you have a casual morning, breakfast, an amazing one. This is us and Kopelo, after the training day 1. And, this is actually training day 2, Kopelo, Masilo, and myself, and these are my sponsors in the business, Eno Salem and Elizabeth Drew. You get to meet your favorite people. This lady that became a GLT last year, and she's my absolute favorite GLT. Honestly, these are the ladies from Japan, and they gave us a challenge. And one of the challenge is, which is I'm on it. They said when they want to start detox, they take 2 bottles of aloe vera gel every day for 3 days. And so I've personally started, and some people in the team have already started, and that is going to be part of what I'm going to share with you. Guys, this is the training. This is the only event where you'll only be trained by the VPs and the executives, guys. This is the whole president of the company. You get to meet them just like this. Everywhere they're there with you, on dinners, on lunch, on breakfast. This is when we are going to the plantations, like we're just hanging around with them everywhere. On global rallies, you'll never get that. They go on stage, they go backstage, because there's over 10,000 people. They can't be taking pictures of everybody. They cannot be smiling like this. And you get to be trained by the executives only. No FBOs trains on the level up, guys. So this is how exclusive it is, and this is Holly. I'm a vice president for products, and I'll share with you this video. You can use it on your real science. So incredible, incredible. This is the vice president of product development. I'll share that with you as well. So as I was saying, you get to mingle with them, you get to be trained with them. It's incredible. This is the owner of the company. sitting down with them, having lunch with them, chatting with them, talking to them, even politics, whatever, But this is incredible. This is what I wish for everybody to be able to experience, guys. We also had an opportunity to plant aloe vera. And that was the whole purpose of us going there. This is Copello and her husband as well. But you can see, and we want you to be there. You go to this small facility there in Santiago, where now they are bringing the aloe. You get to do this. You actually get to do this. Incredible. Can you write a yes if you're gonna be you're gonna level up in your business and you're gonna stay in the business long enough to be able to experience what Forever really offers, guys. This is just beautiful. I wish we are 235 here. I wish that you will stay in the business long enough to be able to experience what Forever actually offers, guys. It's very beautiful. And yeah. Until up there, I think you're already seeing the picture of what happens in the Level app. Now, we want you to level up on your business. So at this particular moment, allow me to welcome my co-hosts and our amazing soaring manager. Okay, soaring manager. She's a senior ego manager, chairman's bonus qualifier, Forever to Drive qualifier, global rally qualifier with 2,500 case credits now, not 1.5, and a level up qualifier. In Southern Africa, she is number 32 in Southern Africa. And at the same time, she is a mechatronics engineer. So please put your hands together for Copello Masilo, and she's going to share with us her experience in the level up, but mostly how did she make it to manager in 3 months? How did she rebuild her business as well for us to be able to learn from her? Masilo, Copello, I'm over to you. Yes, allow. And you can unmute yourself as well.
But whatever it is you need to have, good evening. My name is Hopelo Masilo. I am, as been introduced by this gorgeous, amazing leader, Coach Veronica Gunja. And my job is simply easy and simple, I think. I'm just going to be, sharing the nuggets and maybe just helping somebody who's on the call tonight who says, I want to level up. Do we have people that wants to level up in the room tonight? Are you here?
I do.
I want to level up. I really, really want to level up. And so for me, I think maybe you can just look at my rapport. Before Forever, I'm just a mom of 4. I'm just a wife and I'm just an engineer. And if you have been around, you would know that it can be lonely. It's an industry where it's male dominated. If you're a woman coming, challenges are there. You can't become who God has called you to become. And today I'm proud to have been, introduced as a soaring manager for now, senior ego manager, Forever to Drive level 2, global rally qualifier, chairman bonus qualifier, level up qualifier, and top 32 in the SADC region. And I just want to say welcome to it. And I think as we start, we level up. This is strategic planning, a level up feedback from the Dominican Republic. However, I would like for you to reflect. This is a moment where I would like to ask you to reflect a little bit, ask yourself, can I really just reflect? What do you see when you look into the mirror? That is the question that I want to ask you. Are you just a little kitten or do you see a lion? Are you fierce? Do you remember those goals that you've set in the beginning of the year? I think this is the question that I want to ask everyone in the room, because I believe that you have set goals at beginning of this year. Even if you are new, when you did your onboarding, I believe that you have been asked, what are you joining Forever for? What is the reason? So I just want you to maybe connect it to something compelling. It must be something really that will make you want to actually, get up from that seat. And I also want to just ask, because this is the 3rd month of the year and it's the last month of the quarter of the year. So it means that we are actually we've got 10 months full, but we have already lost 2 months. I think I want you to realize that. And with that being said, if you started in Jan, the question is, have you ticked off any goals? If no, why? And any goals could look like your 4 case credit, your 5 case credit. It will look like maybe a supervisor movement, or maybe selling a little bit like you have done before. Coach Veronica has mentioned that I made it to a manager in 3 months. And this was when I had four kids, one 3, 5-year-old, and 11-year-old, driving over 100 kilometers. When I joined Forever, I joined to win in Forever. I did not join to try it. So maybe another question when we plug in the why would be, are you here to try it, or are you here to build a business? And, if you have achieved one goal or two goals, the question again is, have you celebrated yourself? Because we are in a business where we need to celebrate small wins, because those are what fuels us as we are going to be building, the business. And I just want to say, you need to build that, ignite the enthusiasm. Forever is a business that needs you to be excited. It needs you to get that inspiration from within, and you need to decide, because motivation alone is not going to cut it. And inspiration alone is not going to cut it. You need to have already decided. So it's very important how you look at yourself, as you are going to actually do this business. And then, yes, we've reflected, but are you aware? What season is this? What season are we in? Have you defined it for yourself? Like I just said, for me, it means I've lost 2 months already. It means that I'm finishing the quarter. How I finish this quarter matters, because honestly speaking, if I don't, become aware of it, I will lose time. I think Coach Veronica has already said, she said, you know what? I don't want you to panic in August. So that's why it's very important for you to be aware of the season, and also you need to make it resonate with you. And then also, what are you going to do about it? Once you know what season you are in, how much are you behind or how much you are forward? Another thing is, what are you going to do about it? And maybe if you want to level up, I want to ask you a question. What are you prepared to change? Because we're not talking about level up Dominican Republic for everyone, because we are honest and we are authentic leaders. We know that we have assistant supervisors. Now, I want you to ask yourself a question. If I'm an assistant supervisor, what does level up look like? You need to be aware and write it down. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the revelation down, pencil it now, make it big. Some call it vision board. What is in your vision? What are you prepared to change? What haven't you been doing January, February, or since you've joined the business? Again, I want to call and ask somebody to say, if you're going to level up, change how you look at yourself, ignite that enthusiasm, inspire yourself, be the one that also you're going to be called in the team. Somebody's going to say, I am inspired because of that leader. I am inspired because she sells, she recruits, she attends, she raises her hand, because Forever, again, is a ministry. It's a business where we are leader-led. You have to be a leader. And obviously, we connect everything with what matters most. And also, I want to say to somebody that the biggest asset in the world is your mindset. If you want to level up in this season, if at the end of December, you want to level up, your mindset needs to change, leaders. And you need to actually win intentionally. And maybe you are in this meeting, you've seen the pictures for Level Up, you've seen how gorgeous they are, and you're like, oh my gosh, oh, your heart is pumping. But also, there's that little noise that's gonna whisper in your ear and say, it's only for Coach Veronica, it's only for Coach Hopelo. I want you to know that there are people chosen for you. You are a destiny helper. People have money to start Forever. They are just waiting for you. People are willing to spend their money, whether on product or joining the business. People are also looking for opportunities. That person that's driving a Range Rover, when inflation hits, they're paying more installment and they're praying to God and saying, God, if I can just meet an opportunity, and you are the connecting dot for them to actually reach to that opportunity that they are looking for. And I also want to say that people will be relaxed. People might be relaxed, people that are in the same team with you. If you want to level up, you must be intentional. You don't have any reason to relax. Your goals does not need a relaxation. You also need to also take advantage of the season. We are still early in the year. You can still pick up. If you want to win intentionally, I always tell the team that whatever did not happen, we can't cry over it. It didn't happen. If we worry about it, we are delaying ourselves. Winning intentionally means that we are going to take advantage of whatever we are aware of, whatever that we want to be accountable for. And I want to actually say to somebody in this call, I want to say, be prepared to level up. If you're ready to level up, maybe you can just type level up in the chat. Intentionally so. Are you moving to supervisor this month because it's only 10cc, honestly speaking? Are you willing to base up for assistant manager? Are you willing to put up a plan for the next 3 to 4 months to move to manager level? What is your mindset saying right now? Are you ready to tweak it as well? Because remember, nothing is final. If you think you can, you are right. And if you think you can't, you are also right. And so I want to say that I know for sure that, Team Unstoppable, like Global, has structure. I just wanted to say, whatever structure that you have in your team, ensure that you follow the structure. You can't reinvent the wheel because you are going to go nilly-willy. You're going to go everywhere. You're not going to win. The reason why we are collaborating, I'm sure you guys got an invite last night or this morning. Forever is about flexibility, but you need to plug in into system. Even intelligent people that don't have structure will not win. So if you want to level up, wherever you are, whether you're planted in Team Prosperity or you are planted in Coach Veronica's team, follow the structure. I know she's quite a leader with structure. She inspires me. Some of the things I got to learn from her. So I want to say, in the season of level up, you're gonna have to focus, right? And ask yourself as you are in this meeting, what am I focusing on? You're gonna have to focus on sales, leaders. Your personal use. What are you using? Holly Stout, our VP of products, she said a person uses a minimum of 9 products first 15 minutes of the day. When you wake up, you are supposed to be using at least 9 products. What products are you using? Can you please type in the chats? Is it 2? Is it 3? Are you still brushing with another brand? Your tooth gel or toothpaste is another brand. Be honest, because until you are honest, your personal use, your skincare, your aloe drinks, your vitamins, if you're not honest, you're not gonna have CCs. This is not a miracle business. If you want to level up, you have to be the one who's showing up more than any other person. The sisters you are looking for, God is waiting for you to give them to yourself so that law of attraction can actually cascade down to your downlines. What products are you using? How many products are you using? And then, of course, if you want to move, because you can do supervisor on your own, but you can never become an assistant manager or car plan or go on Eagle alone. You're going to have a who do you know list. And you're going to have to commit to the goals that you have and your dreams. Level up is about intentionality. Level up is about you not waiting on your sponsor to tell you. The reason why you hate your sponsor, leaders, is because every time they're trying to help you to elevate, every time they help you to move forward, you're thinking, oh my gosh, she has started. We will crawl with the crawlers this year. We will walk with the walkers this year. We will run with the runners, definitely fly with the flyers, but we refuse to sit with the sitters. This is the focus right here. You ought to focus. If you don't have focus, unfortunately, and your clap will start loud and then it will die down. Because if you're not winning, you are not going to be able to, feel free to celebrate others as they win. And we are not here to plant that spirit. We want to see everyone winning. And really, these are the basic fundamentals that we have within our business. And really, I just want to maybe get a little bit deeper on it as to maybe help you. These are things that you know, but I always say your mindset. If you hang around negative people within the team, they want to tell you they just want us to use products. Let me tell you, I don't know how many products I'm using, but I'm using a lot of products. And I am a mother of, 4 kids. I am in my 40s and I feel good. I look good because our products are organic, because our products are premium, because our products are amazing. Let me tell you, you can't sell a product if you don't have product knowledge. So investing in yourself, leaders, makes winning easier. So I'm going to have to say to you, product knowledge is something that you need to invest in if you want to level up. And also you need to stock up. You can't sell, it's not here, I'm still gonna get it. Month end is, I mean, they extended the only opening on Friday. What if you have somebody that needs a product today? What are you gonna do? And let me tell you, because I stocked up, I was talking to Coach Veronica earlier on, because I stocked up, I got cash sales today. I don't know if you can see, this is a lot of money. This is over 7K. And I've got, those that were deposited into my account. And because I am a selling leader, I don't tell people to do, I actually tell. If this is talking to you, if this is actually moving you out of your comfort zone, please drop something on the chat. Ask yourself, why not me? Why am I not selling? Because guys, forever is about products moving. It's about you solving problems. It's about you talking to somebody, helping somebody that needs to have something. Personally, the team knows. We learn how to sell or retail 4CC with ease because no one promises us that they will join us. They might promise, they might not keep their promise. Are you not going to do your business? Leaders, I've never missed a 4CC. This month, I'm celebrating 9 years full-time, but next month, I'll be 10 years and forever. My sponsor never reminds me of 4CCs. My sponsor never say anything to me because it's my business. And so the products that you use, leaders, those are the products that you're going to retail with ease because you are not convincing somebody. You are not trying to lure somebody into your business, but you are sharing the experience. You are sharing the benefits and you have the eagerness and the hunger to help that person. And so, you have to focus on your customers' needs. This morning, I said hello to somebody and they said, hi, sister, I hope you are well. This is what I need. This is what I need. This is what I need. And then another one said, I need 2 aloe vera gel and 1 freedom. While I was sitting, when I got to that one other one, he said to me, oh my gosh, I wanted maca. What is the aloe drinking gel doing? I gave him aloe mini before. He never drank it, actually. He gave it to me today. It has expired in February. And I drank it. I said to him, it's my money. February is last month. I drank it in front of me, but he took 2 aloe gels. He took Vitalize for Men. He took Multi-Maca alongside aloe tooth gels and avocado soap. Quite a bulk order. Now, the question is, would you be able to confidently explain when they say, I want ginseng? Will you Google what ginseng does and compare it to what Forever has? So if you want to level up, you're going to do things that are different from what other people are doing. And in recruitment, like I said, that is, there's nothing that new blood can fix. If you are a manager struggling right now, you need to rebuild. We always rebuild. Coach Veronica said, as much as her non-manager business is doing well, she still needs to rebuild. I'm actually on there as well. I leveled up last year, but I want to tell you that you need to have that who do you know list, the active, list that you're working on. Chances are you can only get 50% of what you got. If you're lucky, 50% of what you got from the previous team that you had last year. People get tired. People don't stick. They are not honest to themselves. They're not loyal to their own goals. And so you can't plan with them. So do your who do you know list. And then, of course, have those business knowledge. Also, it's very important. What do you say when you meet people? I always tell the team to say, you can't tell a person, come and join. We're selling aloe. People hate selling because they don't have knowledge. And scripture, sorry if you're not Christian, but in the Christian belief that the scripture says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. People don't know that, selling, the richest people in the world, they're selling, they're solving people's problems. And I'm saying, have that who do you know list. Your new blood, it's the bloodline of your business. There is no incentive that you will miss when you have a team, when you are developing your people. And so the people you recruit in the beginning of the year, this is your class of 2026. So commit. I know maybe that you are afraid of going contact marketing. Coach Veronica, when she came to South Africa, it was a strange country. She didn't know anyone. She wasn't even speaking native. And I think this is talking to us from all corners of the world. We can move anywhere as long as the why is big, as long as we have, that burning desire, as long as we are hungry in our bellies and no one can stop us. When you are hungry and you've got desire, she started going to malls and speaking to new people. That's how she actually developed and started having a team. Can we borrow from her? Commitment to our goals, guys. We are focusing. If you want level up, you will focus on your goals and then your dreams will come to pass. We just need to look at the end in mind. What is it that you want? And maybe, just maybe, if you haven't written down your goals beginning of the year, this is that meeting where you can actually now start writing. I didn't have goals, and not having goals, you are underestimating yourself. If you don't have goals, you are underestimating yourself. And if you don't have them, write in your book. I hope you've got your booklet here. Right? I'm underestimating myself, and it stops here and now. Because you need to write a goal. What are you going to focus on in this 10 months of the year? Are you not going to go to training because your leader must convince you to go to training? Are you not going to write the who do you know list because your leader must convince you? Are you not even going to launch your business because she's going to say, launch your business, invite people, I'll come and help you. And please, and very please, right? I always say, when you are launching, do not disadvantage yourself. You need to invite the right people to your launch. Because it doesn't help us leaders if we invite people that are going to say, oh my God, Forever is a lovely business. I love it. I want to join, but I don't know. There's no way that I can join. I can't even borrow money. Please don't do that. My team knows. I always tell them, we can't do that to ourselves. We are here. There are people that are looking. There are people that will borrow. There are people that will make a plan because they want it. They've got a burning desire like us. So we are focusing on this two dimension. Of course, we start with us. Then we go and share these products with people because people have ulcers. People want to look young. People, they need energy. People need to focus. There's like over 250 products. So level up leaders means that you get out of your comfort zone. You do things that you are scared to do. You do things that, you know what, they give shivers down your spine. You do things that you never thought you would do. But the beautiful thing about doing this business is that you've got a leader that is holding your hands. It's a pull business. If you look at the background of my slide, it's really people pulling each other up. That is Forever, because the power of Forever is the power of love. And so recruitment, like I said, just make sure that who do you know list is there. At least plug 1 or 2 people on a presentation daily. This is what I've been doing. Whether it's a WhatsApp presentation, it's a Zoom, it's a one-on-one meeting, it's a launch, make sure and find people that want to supplement their income. Visit all your friends and relatives, and the fortune is in the follow-up. This week, I dedicated it to doing my own personal follow-ups because as a head coach, it's difficult to, as soon as it gets medley, the percentage is opening, you're always helping people. So if you're a manager on this meeting, please also focus on your own business. There are people that I've already presented to. I'm meeting them this week. I'm doing follow-ups with them. I'm inviting them to the milestone. So use the systems in place to make sure, but the fortune is in the follow-up. And so I want us to have a mindset shift from hobby to business. If you're going to level up, it's not a hobby. A hobby is something that you do for fun when you are bored, but a business is something that you do, to create a future. You're not just selling products, you're building an empire. This is a legacy for your children. We don't know when we're going to, like how long we're going to live. And I want to say to somebody on this call, should you die tomorrow, do you want to leave that kind of legacy? I don't know your business. I don't know how it looks like. Would you be proud to leave a business that you currently have? Would your children feel okay? Would they think, I don't want my mother's business because that business is work. It's not the one. And so consistency over intensity, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. A little bit of effort every day will compound into massive results over time. And you need to embrace, rejection. Our business is a business where we get rejected all the time. Every no is one step closer to your yes, and don't take it personally, and just be like be part of this process really. And a mindset shift, it's overcoming your limiting beliefs, because at some point, even though we are leaders, sometimes we feel like, oh my gosh, I want to say that, we're going to replace the I can't with I can, because even in can't start with can. You just put an apostrophe and a T. So we're going to replace that I can't with can. We're going to replace impossible with I am possible, because the dreams are ours and we want to level up. And, that identity, we're going to identify the challenges of negative self-talk. I can recruit. There are people that are so proud to even say, because guys, with words we create, right? With words we create. Some people call it manifestation. This morning, because in my 5 a.m. I don't do motivation per se. I'll do motivation after, but I do a prayer session. I read from the book of Matthew 21, 20, verse 22. It reads as follows: whatever you believe in, if you ask for it through prayer, you'll find it. And I prayed for this sales that I made today. I made just a little over 10K with sales, over and above follow-ups and other things that I was doing, dropping off my kids at school, fetching them, and going to the courier guy and other things. This is things that you need to tell yourself, I'm gonna do. I always say, practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. Knowledge is potential power, but applied knowledge is powerful. We didn't start where we are, and we continue to learn, because the day you stop learning is the day you start perishing. And I want you to focus on your strengths. And if you've ever done 4CC, that is your past success. Tell yourself, I'm picking from that. I will continue to do that and better. If you've moved to supervisor, tell yourself that I've moved to supervisor. I can move to assistant manager and move to manager. And if you are a manager, work on that car plan. If you've really just, on car plan, let's work on chairman bonus, ego manager, but surround yourself with positive and supportive individuals. I don't regret this collaboration with Veronica. When she came, I first heard about her. I had she ignited and evolved. She was my speaker. She was new in South Africa, but I saw something in her. So collaborations are very important, but not with everyone. Guard yourself, mind your mind, because it all starts with you. You need to have that compelling why. And maybe if you've ticked off the why, or your why is weak, if your why is weak, you're not going to level up, by the way. So you need to redefine the why. So leaders, let's get started. And I just want to have this call to action. Coach Veronica will have hers, but I just want to say, take a step right now. Don't wait for the right time. Don't wait after this meeting. If there's something that resonates with you, I hope you've got your diary. You are writing down that I can actually work on this. And then, that moment will never come of, perfect, and then what is that one small courageous action that you want to take today? Ask yourself that question. Great leaders always ask themselves a lot of questions. They don't just do close-ended questions. When you ask yourself a question, then you go to the next, and then you need to become the leader. You need to become a leader. True leaders lead by example. Don't wait. I laugh sometimes, and I tell this to my team quite a lot of time. People will say, my team is not working. When you check their CC, they're sitting on 0 or 1 or 2 CC at the end of the month, but they're expecting somebody to do. So be that person, be successful, do the work, inspire your team, even if you have one person, or inspire yourself, to do the same, because, this is a way of life. And I just want to say, remember your why. When you feel a bit overwhelmed, go back to that why. Why have you started? What truly motivated you to join Forever Living Products? And, your family's future, your freedom, your health, those are the things that will actually bring you back to where you need to be. And then I just want to quickly wrap it up and, speak a little bit about what spoke to me when we were at a Level Up, because we were exclusively trained by the executives. One question, I think it was from Aidan O'Hare. He said, what do you want? So I want to pose this question to you. What do you want? In 2026, what do you want? When that question was asked, I said I wanted to level up, and I wrote a number to what, and it wasn't the next one. And then I said I needed to build a strong team that would understand the forever that Rex has built. I want my team to understand the Rex way. That they must understand that when the aloe fields were dead because of snow, Rex didn't give up. He had spent a lot of money, but he went back to buy more fields in the Dominican Republic. He persisted. He had the courage to actually do it. For you and I, if you're in Africa, Africa is always a disadvantage, but we are paid the same way as the global team because we have case credits that are actually, like it's the same everywhere. We are measured the same. And so there's something that they also mentioned, that they said leaders eat alone. And when they said that, that spoke to me. So by leaders eat away, my interpretation was I must first show up. I must lead. I must, not get used to be comfortable. I must put in the work. I can't be a convenient leader. Lead when the team is working. Lead when I must always show up. Forever uses the eagle. The eagle, if you don't know the characteristics of an eagle, please Google them up so that you will actually know. And then they say, people, one other thing that stood out for me was they said people stare directly to the sun, but they won't look into the mirror. Now, I put that picture again. I've always used this picture, but this time it really just, I want to ask you, why would you look at the sun? It's so sharp, it's burning, but you won't look yourself in the eye. You won't tell yourself, Khopelo, you are not working, you are slacking. Khopelo, you don't have results because you haven't committed. Khopelo, your results are like this because you are not leading. Your team are not trained. Your team are not supported. Like, I don't know. But like, why wouldn't you look in the mirror? And I want to just advise somebody tonight to say, sometimes it takes looking in the mirror, seeing that true reflection of who you are in order for you to can change it, to can actually grow, to can actually, develop. Because self-development is one of the biggest things. If you look at the brilliance tree within forever, you will understand what I'm talking about. But I don't want to go there due to time. And they spoke about kitsuki. They saying the Chinese people, when you break a cup or you break a bowl, they actually use gold to mend the broken pieces. So I want to speak to somebody who has maybe a broken relationship with their sponsor or in their relationship, because you can't build forever if you're not whole. But also, as you're going to build forever, this is a business where you are going to grow, you're going to be challenged, you're going to meet challenges. Just fix it with gold. The power forever is the power of love. It's never meant to harm you. It's never meant to distract you. If it's a distraction, no distraction formed against you shall prosper, because you know what you want. And also forgiveness help us to move on. I've got parts of my life that I usually don't talk about, but forgiveness has helped me. And so when they spoke about kitsuki, mending the broken pieces with gold, it resonated with me. And then, the theme was see it. You need to see the bigger vision for forever. You need to own it and you need to build it. And that can mean a whole lot of things. It means a lot for me as well. But I just wanted to say, maybe you can write down, I need to see it, and ask yourself, what do I need to see in forever, in this business, in this opportunity, and start owning it. Because when you are intertwined with it, you are able to, grow, develop, change, and twerk, and you are able to cascade whatever it is that you have, your passion, your enthusiasm, your inspiration, down to your team, and you need to build it. Because everything worthwhile, success is never a comfortable procedure, and you are definitely going to grow. And let me tell you, they said, what do you want to change, in your business? When they said that, I actually wrote, what do I want to change in my business? And I wrote quite a lot of things that I want to change in my business. And then they said, every day correct one thing you've been ignoring. I know we won't level up if we don't change that one thing that we've been ignoring. Sometimes, there's what we call in engineering a Pareto analysis, 80-20 rule. So 20% of what you need to do will actually deliver 80% of the results. I want to leave you with that, to say, use the 80-20 rule, the Pareto analysis. So when they ask that, what do you want to change in your business? I simply written, the 80-20 rule, the Pareto analysis, because I understand it, right? And then so they said, you set the standard. I wrote a lot of things around that. You are the standard. Your team is going to do exactly what you are doing. Your bank account will look exactly like the standard you've set for yourself. And I think they also spoke about the 3 checks in, being able to check with your team. Maybe you haven't been connecting much with your team. At least do 3 check-ins a day, those 3 voice notes. And also there are people that are not having CCs. Forever, guys, it's not always about having CCs. I don't know about you, but I know the leader you have and the leader I am, whether you have the CCs or not, I know the CCs are going to come, but they encouraged us to at least send one message to even that person that is having, a light that is not there. Send one to one person at least to say, I see you. How are you doing? And then so you are just a step closer, take a step closer to the mirror to fully see your potential. So this is me saying to you, step closer to the mirror to fully see your potential. Embrace the confidence. You are confident leaders. This told me I am confident. You have that confidence. Embrace that confidence needed to build your successful business, because Level Up will need you to do exactly that. So if you can just take a screenshot, pledge to yourself every morning that I will do 10cc monthly without fail. This will encourage you even when you're not doing it. I will have 10cc consistent 10cc doers in my team. I will move levels in my team. I will have a profitable business. I will earn incentives, because once you do that and you are duplicating it, you will definitely be leadership income, as you are, and your leadership income every month. And as you develop your managers, your Forever to Drive will come in. You'll be an Eagle manager. Chairman Bonus definitely is calling your name. Global Rally Qualifier. Let me tell you, the biggest thing that we have here, that we came here for, what inspired this collaboration was Level Up. And I want you to look at the picture here on your screen. It starts with you, and then you begin to have your first generation. Those will bring your second, third, and up to infinite number of people that you're willing to bring. But you need to check what matters most. The bonuses will come, the incentives will come, the opportunities will come, and the rewards will come. And as you are leveling up and you are busy here, I want you to tell yourself that it is personal. This is my business, and I'm going to build it. So I want to say that it starts with you. You just need a compelling why. Redefine your why, and you get started. And maybe you can just look around the slides. This is not clean, it's not polished. I just wanted to show you that we were able to look so great with my husband, have the girlies at the airports, have friends from Japan, be with Coach Veronica and her husband, be with the First Lady, Greg's wife, and we were in the streets of, Brazil, we were with like the executives there. But also, I just want you to like look at this. I don't know about executives. Like, there are people that will die without tasting a private jet. I don't know how do your husband look at you, but if you look at my husband, like we were at priority checking in private airports, getting in. My husband just don't mind. He just want to kiss me. When we walked into the room, Coach Veronica showed you the room. He looked at me and he said, I love you. And I look at this man and he said it again with, you could tell it comes from his spirit. And I asked him, what do you mean? He said, the life you are giving me because you said yes, I could have never lived this kind of life. And, because I come from engineering background, the aseptic process, I understood it very well. Being there, standing in the aloe field with my husband, seeing the 40,000 plus aloe plant, and I had an opportunity to plant my own aloe that will grow for over 5 years and give other baby aloes that will be replanted. And I know that I'm in the sacred place, that the future is secured, not only for me, but for the people that God has called me to call as well. Even if you don't want to do it for yourself, leaders, I want you to do it for your children. I want you to vouch yourself tonight and say, my children will never struggle, for I have been highly favored. I've seen forever. I am in forever. People are still trying to find money to join this business, but you are here. I was at Samba Sky, guys, at the 43rd floor with my husband, looking absolutely sexy and gorgeous. Something that you're probably not going to be able to do if you're not working your business. Something that your husband will think is taboo for you to do with him because with which money? But I'm saying, when you can have room service, when you can drink from any bar, you can go to any pool, you can go to an ocean. Like, guys, come on, come on, come on. And last year, as I worked for Level Up, I just want to show you stats as I'm ending. We produced 11 managers, one forever to drive, two eagle managers. We ended up being four going to Phuket, one senior manager in August, lots of supervisors, assistant managers. Global Rally June was done last year. We are collecting a check, chairman bonus was done in August and Level Up in November. And because when you focus on helping others, results will come. This is the lives that we were able to impact with my husband, but we also have a chairman bonus qualifier. Very first one in 10 years. So it will take time, but you can't tell people it's going to take time. You must be doing something in order for it to happen. And this will be our fourth or fifth chairman bonus. So I just want to say thank you so much, guys. It is really, amazing to be in a room, with a qualifier, super amazing people. But if you want to level up from where you are to the next level, it doesn't matter where, but you need to have a goal. It's going to need extra time. It's going to need extra effort, and also I just want to remind you that you are just one decision away from a totally different life. Thank you so much. I hope this has inspired you. I hope that, you are leaving here tonight. You are saying, you know what, I'm ready to level up. I'm ready to become the person that God has called me. And yes, that was my submission and a little bit of what I had prepared for you to help you to move from where you are and to level up to the next level. Thank you so much, Coach Veronica.
Wow, guys, yeah, that was really powerful. I told you she's a speaker, but I told you what you can feel, the energy in it, but you can also feel that she's not just speaking words, she is speaking, what she has actually done, And for me, I am so very, very, very honored to have you in this meeting, Marcelo Coppel. Why do I call your husband's name? Copelo.
They
And that
got me with
that
quick
that la
house.
that last part, where you said, you shared about being a wife, that you building the business and building the business seriously. I think that's very key. As you said, our husbands, for example, if you're married, they will not take it seriously because I mean you're not taking it seriously as well. If you're not bringing the
Yeah.
money, you're not bringing the results, then you know that you're not going to experience what forever promise is actually. And why would they think that and I love that. I love that. And so that was really powerful. We still have a few minutes, so I'm gonna also be able to share with you what I've personally learned from this level up and what I've taken home with. Okay, on top of what has already been shared powerfully, powerfully, and I know that you're already inspired by now. And so let me just ask: is there anybody that is thinking, what, after this meeting? Just from what Coppel has just shared with you, I am ready to level up. Can you write 100 if you're ready to level up? Can you write even one, two, or three things that you are gonna work on after this meeting, guys? You understand? And so today was just more of inspiring you and telling you, what, you can actually be able to level up regardless of where you are. And this already Coppel has shared with us. The president, he asked, what do you want? So now that you think you're inspired, I'm saying you think because we are inspired, but you see, being inspired is not enough. You want to go and put in the work. So being inspired is one thing, but getting to know exactly what I want is key. Because then you won't be able to go and do what you need to do. So what do you want? He asked. And so what do you want? Why do you want what you want? You want to become a manager. Why? Because it's not about just becoming a manager. It's not about becoming a supervisor. What does being a supervisor mean to you? One guy said, I want to be number one in India. He said, no, that's not what you want. It has to be something that you need to be emotionally connected. And Kopelo has just shared with us about you having kids and making sure that if you're a forever business owner, your kids will never have to go through, what is it that you want, guys? What is it that you want? So ask yourself that and be very keen on the answer that you're going to give yourself. You understand? And I think this also was part of it. I think it was the president that shared, and he said, where you are is exactly where you are needed to be. Exactly where you are needed to be. 1 minute. Please, Mandla, don't do that. I'm in a meeting, Mandla. Okay, sorry about that, Mandla. Don't come back again here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so where you are is exactly where you needed to be. Now let me say this in a way that you'll understand. Now you see, let's say you are in a business right now and your business in a momentum. Most of the time, and this happens to me so many times, it happens to me that you know what, you kind of feel like when you're experiencing success, sometimes we feel like I don't deserve to be here. You know, like there's that feeling of worry. Will I be able to maintain it? Will I be able to? I became a manager. That he said, he was talking to us now, level ups. He said, where you are is where you are exactly needed to be. Meaning, if you're experiencing success, if you're experiencing momentum in your business, if you're experiencing your business going on well, then know that you deserve it. Know that you've put in the work. Know that, no matter what, that's you. One. Two, again, if you are not happy with where you are, exactly, that is where you're needed to be. And she shared with us very well, Kopelo. She said, sometimes we just complain and, say things like things are not happening. But in actual sense, we look ourselves in the mirror and ask ourselves, what did I do? What is my part? If my things are not going well, did I do the activity that helped me to recruit? Did I do the activity that helped me sell? She said she sold 10,000 runs today alone. That's amazing. That's amazing. She had to do what she needed to do for her to sell. Did you do what you need to do? So where you are, whether your business is going on well or whether your business is not going well, you are exactly where you needed to be. And so, what are you going to do to change? Now, these are other things that I took from. When you want to grow, now I'm happy with where I am, or I need to grow. One is you must, and I've written this word by word of what you've been told. You must retain faith that you will prevail in the end, regardless of your current situation. Leaders, it doesn't matter where you are right now. You have seen the results of Coach Kopelo after deciding that she's going to rebuild. In 1 year, they created 11 managers in the team. That's a lot. Not only chairman's bonus, but plus one chairman's bonus. All that you have seen within 1 year. Meaning you need to believe that from the examples of other people that things can actually change for you. All you need is to be able to shake it off. There was a video that was shared. I think you've also seen it. A video of a guy or a police guy, shaking off the trees that were falling because of a lot of ice. Just one or two shakes, the tree went on and stood tall. But it was falling down because of the heaviness of the ice. So maybe you're carrying too much. Maybe you're carrying your downlines. You're carrying your sponsor. You're carrying your forever. Products have finished. We don't have enough products. Maybe you're carrying. People. There will always be things that will be disappointing you. Maybe you're carrying a lot of disappointments. Maybe you're carrying your husbands, your family. You're carrying all this. You're carrying rejection. Shake it off. Right? Shake it off in there, guys. Shake it off. Because if you don't shake it off, you will not have the right mindset to be able to build your business. You will not be thinking positive about your life, about your business. You will not see the possibilities, guys. So shake it off. And I'm telling you, the minute you decide to say, you know what, I'm gonna go forward. Yes, this happened, but I can rebuild. I can do this. You become a manager, and yes, maybe your team, did quit on you. They did. You joined the business for yourself, not for the team. If you build it to supervisor, you build it to manager, yes, leave out the disappointment that things are not going well, and you shake it off, guys, and you rebuild again. But one thing that it was mentioned, and I think even at the managers convention it was mentioned by Nkobile. She said about mentorship, and the president said friends can come and go, but mentors stay. We have got this notion, as I think even Coach Kopelo said, your mentors, your uplines, they will not always be right. They will not always do things right by you. But I will tell you, and what was shared is that one person that will always have the best interest in you and for you is your mentor, is your upline, is your sponsor. So whatever that is, rebuild that relationship. So we are rebuilding the business, but rebuilding the relationships as well. You understand? Look for people that you can be able to work with. Go back and tell them, you know what, I am ready and I want to do what I need to do this year. Give me the guidance. And don't be dependent. Be independent, but keep them. You understand? I loved that. And then this one is the one thing that I went out with. Guys, if there's one thing that I left at that level app, is this. And this was shared by the president as well. And he said, great leadership is having an utmost belief of the outcome. Leaders, you're going to go for supervisor this month. You need to see yourself as a supervisor. Leader, you're going to go for car plan. This month is your 100cc month, is your 50, is your 150cc. You need to have the utmost belief that that is going to happen. I have my personal goals, guys, my open business goals, my total business goals. I've got the vision that I have for the team. I've got all these things. If there's one person that is constantly thinking about the business, that will be me. And he said, great leadership is having an utmost belief in the outcome. Guys, and things might not be going the way you want them to go. You might have said, this month I'm going to do 10. And maybe one person said no to joining the business and you're already counting them on the 10. That does not change the outcome that I'm going to do 10cc and become a supervisor. You know what you're going to do? You're going to write another list. You're going to post another post. You're going to share you're going to promote on social media. You're going to look for that one person. You're going to replace that person. You understand? The goal is 10cc. Utmost believe this is going to happen. Non-negotiable. That is going to happen. So what is that you're going to have to make it happen for yourself? Great leadership is having an utmost belief of the outcome that you want. You're going to go for ego, go for it. You're going to go for chairman's bonus this year. Do not go and rest and, relax and assume things are going to happen. I made that mistake last year. I'm not going to do that mistake this year. And ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to do that mistake. And he said, progress begins the moment we believe improvement is possible. Do you believe your situation can change? Because if you don't believe, if you keep on thinking like, you know what, last month, I couldn't, the other month I couldn't. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why we are having this meeting today. As Leader Coppola was sharing with us, there was someone that wrote in the comment and said, I want to level up, but I don't know how. I did not expect that. I'm sorry to say, I'm bringing it out here. It's on the charts right now. I don't remember who said it, but I'm pointing it out. You should know, you should have this, like we are here in this moment. I need to sack all of this. And this is the reason why we're in this meeting. The meeting is about helping you to level up. What you're going to get from this is exactly what you need. But do you believe that you can change? Because if you don't, you'll always keep wondering that you can't. You'll always attend meeting and feel like, you know what? I still don't know. There's no I still. You just need to take 1, 2, 3 things and start working on it, guys. Improvement is possible. Only when you believe that is when progress is going to start. Now, here's another thing. I'm going to be at it even when no one is watching. You see, most of us, we love complaining. We love saying, oh, my team. Oh, my sponsor. Oh, my upline. Oh, And you see, we don't know what you're doing in your house. We don't know what you're doing when you're saying, I'm working. We love this word. We say, I'm pushing my leader. Do you know that word? Do you guys use it? I'm pushing my leader. I'm pushing. Guys, what do you really mean when you say I am pushing? Do you really do what you need to do when we don't see it? Or when I've spoken to one person that day and, and they're positive and that I'm going to be using it, say, like, I've been speaking to people. You ask people like, how many people have you spoken to? Oh, do you have people that are having promises? Maybe one person or two people, but do you attend to your business every single day? Even when no one is watching. Your leader will just be there and ask you, like, what did you do? What can we do today? Wada, wada, wada. But are you going to do what you need to do? And I think Kopelo has already shared this, but I'm just going to bring it up again because for me, this was the structure. You see, most of the time we'll be like, um, what's your goal this month? I want to go for chairman's. I want to go for chairman's board. That's you see it. Oh, what's your goal this month? I want to become a 60cc club. I want to do supervisor. Whatever that goal is, that is you seeing it. You understand? Now, most of us, we just end it there and assume that if I keep doing what I've been doing, I'm still going to get that result. Guys, what we want when we want to level up from now onwards is mostly what we have never achieved before. So I want you to see it. See whatever that you want to see, whatever goal that is. But the next thing is you need to own it. Owning it, putting in the work. The other day, I spoke to my sponsor. What did I tell him? What was I telling him? I told him my goal for last month. And he said, own it. That's the only thing he said because we are together in the level up. Because we are past this thing of, my goal is this and you don't attend it. You don't attain it. When he said own it, I said, I'm going to own it. And I achieved that goal last month, despite the fact that I was away for almost the whole month. So own it. What is that you want to do? Own it. Do what you need to do. But again, build it. Now, document what you're doing. Share. Get loud about it. Make sure your team knows. You understand? Like you. My goal is to sell 40 aloe vera gels. That is you seeing it. Owning it. What am I going to do and what am I doing every day? And then building it is make sure that you're not doing it alone. You're doing it with the people in your team. That's why I called the meeting on the first to say we're going to start a C9. That is me seeing myself losing 4 or 5 kilos in 9 days with the clean 9. Owning it is me jumping into the challenge and actually do the clean 9. And then building it is me saying, guys, can we do it together? Who else wants to lose weight? Because we're in a network marketing business, you cannot be achieving things alone. You want to do 100cc. How many people are you going to build the 10cc business with? See it, own it, build it. In anything, always. Any goal you're going to have. I want to do a product launch. That is a see it. Own it. What am I going to do? When am I going to do it? And all that. And you actually do it. And then build it. You are not the only one that is going to do the product launch in your team. How many more people are going to do the product launch with you? That is when you're going to get the progress. And that is when you're going to level up, guys. I hope I'm communicating with you. See it, own it, build it. You can do this as a structure in any goal that you have. I've got a goal when it comes to global business that we are building right now. I'm seeing where we want to go. Owning it, there's a number of things that I'm supposed to do. Building it, I'm going to share and communicate with you the mission and the vision. So you can do that in anything. So question is, what is that I want to change in my business? We were asked that. And I knew. And one of the things that was mentioned, I took it as a positive thing, is, I need to make sure that I'm communicating in as fast as I can with as many people as I can. That is me personally. My husband was like, Vero, if you can be able to communicate twice of what you're communicating, pick up the call immediately, and reply to the messages immediately, Vero, you're going to become whatever you want to become. And I took it positively. So what is that you need to change in your business? For some, will be like thinking that you don't know. I talk to so many people, they're like, I don't know what to do. And tell me, no, you know what you need to do. You just need to, you know, 1, 2, 3 things. You just need to implement 1, 2, 3 things. That's it. And the moment you start implementing what you know, you will see there's progress coming in. You will see there's that energy. You see, when you're feeling low in energy, it's because you're not doing anything in your business or you're not doing enough of what you're supposed to do. So what is that you want to change in your business? Matters. Ask yourself that question. So the direction. I'm going to share with you, and probably you just need to screenshot this. One is, I'm going to ask you to check, which Coach Coppel has already shared with us. One of the things that Holly, a vice president for product development, she said, a normal, like just, like literally, oh no, like every day, not just in forever, every day, when people just wake up in the next in about 30 minutes, I think, or 1 hour, I don't remember how many, like the first 30 minutes or 1 hour of the day, they have already used about 9 products. Now, can you imagine you're having your people and they're changing those 9 products into forever products? But then she challenged us, and I'm challenging you as well. Check your personal and family products and then increase that list. Because the more you do, for me this year, I'm going to build my business on product consumption. I'm going to build my business on how many people I'm going to be selling the products to, and how many people in the team that are using the products, and also how many people that we're going to service, as a team. So we can only do that. We can only sell a lot if we are personally using a lot of products. You see this bottle, a big one? This one is because today I've started a challenge of taking 2 aloe vera gels in a day. And up until I go to sleep, I must finish those 2 bottles of aloe vera gel. I'm increasing my consumption. I don't know how I'm going to feel after that, but so far, I feel good. You understand? For 3 days at least. And then on the 9th, I'm going to start my clean 9. So here, I've written here, 9th. Can we do a clean 9 on the 9th? Can you write C9 if you want to do a C9 all together on the 9th? We're going to create a group. We're going to excite each other. We're going to be sharing our workouts. We're going to be sharing our product users. We're going to be sharing. And in that group, we can also be sharing what other products we're actually using. Can you write C9 if you want to do C9? And you don't need to have wanted to lose weight. You can just want to say, I'm going to do C9 so that I can be able to sell more, because you'll be able to have a story to share. And also because you'll be sharing with people what you're actually doing. And I'm telling you, when I was doing my last C9, when I was doing it, there's a day I sold, no, in 3 days, I was able to sell 10 clean 9s. In 3 days, I was able to sell 10 clean 9s. But also, you want to do it because you want to know how your customers will be feeling, especially the first 2 days when you're saying we are not eating any other foods. I can see a lot of people saying they want to do the C9, guys. Do you know this is why we're here. Guys, you need to say, I said it and I'm going to do it. I don't want you to just write C9 because it feels good to write C9 in there. Some of you, I don't even know you. I don't even know you. Some of you have just written device. I don't know who you are. But you know that for yourself. Guys, it's just a clean 9. For 9 days, give yourself a treat. You don't want to just sell these products. As we've been into the plantation, we know how it is. Like, we have got amazing products, guys. So that, again, write a list of 50 new people that you want to start sharing. Again, reshare, or new people that have never shared with, sharing the business opportunity or the products. Can you write a list of name, at least 50 people? Can you write 50 if you're going to do that? Can you write 50 if you're going to write a list of 50 people? And I'm going to ask you to do tonight or tomorrow, max. Tonight or tomorrow, a list of 50 people that you want to be able to work with. Like, that list is where you can be able to use the voice notes that our coach said. We are told, use more voice notes. You're going to create a short story of yourself in a voice note, and you're going to send it to them. You understand? And you're going to introduce the business to them, or you're going to introduce the product to them. 50 people. That's an immediate thing you can do tonight. So that after this meeting, you're not just encouraged, you're not just inspired, but rather you know exactly what you're going to do. And then another thing is, write a list of people, of those that have slowed down in the business. We are not waiting for anybody. But maybe some people slow down because you were not keen on building with them. You understand? So write a list of people and then just check on them. Like, you know what? I want to be able to, this month of March, I'm going to go all in the business, and I'm looking for people that wants to go all in the business, and I want us to be working together. Are you in this month of March? As simple as that. If they're in, they're going to tell you, yes, let's do it. Then create activities with them. And then you can also send I see you message, which our coach Popelo has already shared with us. I see you messages for the people that they are there, they are attending, but they're just not gotten results yet. And you don't need to do it only today. It's something that you need to be doing. He says at least, I think, once in a week, you do it. So I see you message. And then one more thing is, I need you to choose the product focus. Learn those products and then get loud about the campaign. Personally, my campaign is on Clean 9 aloe vera gels as tri-pack, not just aloe vera, not one aloe vera gel. My campaign is on 3 aloe vera gels, tri-pack, and then my campaign is on collagen. What do you want to do? Choose that, and whatever you're going to choose, learn about them, Go on, even on Forever UK page, they usually have got a lot of trainings. You can go on ChatGPT, write a full name, Forever Living Clean 9, give me the selling points, give me how I can be able to retail this price. ChatGPT will give you that. And then create your event. Guys, I need you to screenshot this so that you can be able to do and work on this. Create your event for this week. I'm saying this week. I don't mean this month. I'm saying this week. Even if you're going to be sitting with 2 people, don't say, you know what, today is Wednesday. I cannot do anything on the weekend because you're thinking of 20 people. No, the weekend could be 5 people, but tomorrow it could be people at the office, 1 person. An event is just something that is happening. Anything. But I need you to be hands-on on what you can be able to do. What you're going to do now, tomorrow. Can you have a product demo? Can you go with your aloe vera gel at the office and then say, you know what, guys, I'm gonna ask you to test the aloe vera gel and give them 3 benefits of aloe vera gel and what and why you're taking aloe vera gel for yourself at home, at the office tomorrow. That's an event. But also you can say, I'm gonna create a Zoom meeting and I'm gonna ask my manager to present to my 5 people. It doesn't have to be 20 people, guys, but I need you to do this. Can you write event if you're gonna do it? Oh, senior manager, Takata and Kara sold 2,300 today. That's nice. So guys, can you write event if you're going to create something today? Sorry, for today, for tomorrow, and for this week? A lot of you. That's good. Let's go do it, guys. And then I need you to do volume up for the match. You need to know how many people you're going to recruit this month. You need to know how much you're going to sell, how many CCs you're going to sell, and you need to know you and your team what you want to do. And I need you to increase that limit. Maybe last month you closed with 20. This month, do you know you can do 40? Maybe last month you only did 4. Do you know this month you can retail 10? I need you to increase your limits, guys. Don't limit yourself, guys. God has already opened doors for us. The prospects are there waiting for us. The customers are there waiting for us. You might have gone through challenges, but I need you to believe. Outmost belief of the outcome. Volume up. Have your highest, and of course, have your this is my non-negotiable. And then for the leaders, commit to your incentives this year, guys. If you're here and listening to me right now, and you're a team leader, know that you achieving the incentives is going to help your team to believe that those incentives are possible. If that is going to be a Kaplan, go for it. If that is going to be leveling up to another level, go for it. If that is going to be ego manager, push for that. If that is going to be chairman's bonus, we are in March. We are in February right now. You understand? Trust me, it is possible by end of the year. But you don't want to relax. You don't want to sit down and hope that things are going to happen. One last thing is that choose to be 2% in network marketing by recruiting 10 people in 3 months. This is a task. The past 2 months, I've recruited 9 people. That is January and February. I've recruited 10 people. And the goal is because we had a session and I learned about the 2%. 2% is where, say in network marketing, only 2% of people get to recruit 10 people in their entire career of network marketing, guys. People quit. That's why people quit, because, people don't recruit. But I will tell you, if you choose to say, I want to recruit 10 people in 3 months, it means in the 3 months or 4 months, you will become a manager. It's not even too many people. I was calculating with a lady, I think I've seen Witness here. I told her she just became a manager last month and no, manager in January. And last month was her first month to get a manager bonus. And we were calculating. And as a manager, and so that means if you're not a manager yet, get to manager. But if you're a manager, you can simply make at least 6.5 million Tanzanian shillings. That's about 42,000 rands by you yourself retailing 10 cc's from the profits and recruiting 5 people in a month. That has nothing to do with your team. You can simply make over 40,000 rands. You can simply make over about close to $3,000 a month, guys. You understand? By just recruiting 5 people in a month and selling 10 cc's. I don't mean buy 10 cc, I mean sell 10 cc's. So making money is forever is not that difficult, guys. We just need to be able to do what we need to do when no one is watching. We just need to believe that things can happen. We just need to believe and say, I'm going to make it happen. And one last thing that was shared that day, that was Garin. He shared a story of a contractor that was building a house of someone who was always his all-time client. And that client told him that, that contractor said, you know what, this is going to be my last job. Okay. And that client said, okay, please build me one more house last time. And so he started asking for money, they did the drawing, started the building and all that, but he was cutting corners. And he finished the house. It looked okay on the outside. But then when he was handing the key, the client said, "This is your house. Thank you for your service. You've been amazing all these years." And he knew that he cut corners. At that moment, he wished he did not cut corners. At that moment, he wished that he had built the best house, because that was going to be his house. And Garin said, "Do not steal from your future." And that could mean so much. Could mean don't take shortcuts on your business. Could mean learn about your business. Guys, most of us joined the business, Forever Business, because we knew this is what we wanted. And so when we don't step up and do what we need to do, it means we're stealing from our future. And not just from our future, we're stealing from the future for our kids, from the future of the people that, are depending on our people that are looking up to us, guys. You understand? Do not steal from your future. Your family is giving you the support. They're letting you do what you need to do. Just now, I've just chased my son. Like, don't come now. I'm doing a meeting and all that. What is that you do that you could do better, that is going to give your family better? And guys, Forever can offer that Forever promise. Don't cut corners. Learn your business. Believe that things can happen. Know that whatever you want has happened already in Forever, guys. In other people's businesses, it can definitely happen for you. Whoever you are admiring right now, they just made a decision to say, "I'm going to have an amazing future with the Forever business." And that can be you as well. And at this particular time, I'm going to wish you all great success as we are tackling this month of March, as we are going to step up and do more, as we're going to have an utmost belief that things are happening, that we're going to achieve what we want to achieve, that we're going to win this month of March, and we're going to win this year, 2026. We're going to level up. I don't know what that means to you, but this year, personally, I'm going to go all in. I've always been all in, but guys, I don't know. I mean, this year, it just hits differently. It just feels different this year. And I know we are winning. And so by saying that, I just want to thank you for attending to the end. And I hope that you're going to do what you need to do. You're going to act on one or two things that you have learned from either me and Copello, and you're going to win. Thank you so much, Coach Copello, for preparing short notice, but you said let's do it and let's keep on doing it more and more and more. Whoever attended to the end, I know it was a short notice as well, but you said I'm gonna go in it. You invited, you promoted, you saw the value by just being announced. And thank you for all the team leaders. And no, for the team. Speaking on behalf of the team leaders, me, Coach Copello, and every team leader is committed into making sure that everyone is achieving their goals. And so let's all do what we need to do. Thank you all very much. And you are unstoppable. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Coach.